For ages, the roleplay community in GTA 5 has been split between two factions, those who just want to have fun and those who want a more realistic experience that's true to life. Well, I think you can actually have both at the same time if you select the right server, which is why in this video, I will give you my top 5 free GTA 5 RP servers in 2025 that you can join right now, and these have a nice balance of action as well as realism, so they've got a little something for everyone. And while some of these are whitelisted, which means you have to go through an application process first, they're free of annoying microtransactions and anyone can make it big in these servers without spending a single dime. My go-to server when I just want to sit back and have some fun is grandrp, and this one is very different from the other servers on here for a couple of reasons. First, it runs on Rage MP, which means it has the freedom to implement the sort of realistic vehicle designs that you don't find on many 5M servers out there. Secondly, grandrp is the only server on this list that's 100% free to join with no whitelisting process. Basically, you can start playing grandrp right now by simply going to their official website and creating an account, even if you have the expanded and enhanced version of the game, because grandrp has recently added support for the new enhanced version. But I'd suggest doing so through my link in the description or even pinned comment, because that way you'll be eligible for a significant amount of bonus cash right at the start of your career, and you'll also get to pick from one of 3 sport coupes that you can keep for absolutely free. And to demonstrate just how easy it is to join grandrp, let me walk you through the sign up process. First, click my link in the description or pinned comment, which will take you to their official website, and over there, choose whichever server is closest to you, but I personally play on English server number 1, so if you want to join that server, you'll also get to be a part of the Hazard Gang and share the family house as well as family vehicles. Then on the next page, enter your email and password. These are going to be the same details that you'll use to log in through the grandrp client. And finally, on the last page, enter your roleplay name, first name, last name, and that's it. You're now ready to play some grandrp. This is primarily an economy server, so it should feel very similar to those of you who've never played GTA RP before. Basically, it's like normal GTA, but with some custom scripts, real players instead of NPCs, and dynamic lore as well as storylines that evolve each week to keep things exciting. The biggest change here that you'll notice if you're coming from vanilla GTA is that the market in grandrp operates on a demand and supply basis, which means goods don't have a fixed price set by the developers, and players can auction things on the free market or put up ads just like in real life for vehicles, businesses, properties, etc. If you want to make lots of money in grandrp, sure, it's important to pick some good jobs at the start and invest your money properly, but you also need to develop a good understanding of which things are going to be in high demand in the coming future so you can stock up on those and sell them later. The game's market is very player driven, and while it does have things like chests and premium currency, you don't have to buy any of that if you just want to have some fun. Heck, grandrp even gives you some free cash just for logging in regularly, and by completing a few low-level contracts, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. And that's only scratching the surface, because there are tons of other ways to make money. You can invest at the stock exchange, you can resell products at the beach bazaar, you can install solar panels for people who own homes, you can deliver packages, become an EMT, a policeman, a lawyer, or just about anything you want. And yes, that does include switching over to the dark side by becoming a gangster. This will give you access to some exciting new skills, like being able to lockpick and steal cars, or you can even carry out hit jobs for players who place requests on the underground crime network. It's all really exciting, and in grandrp, pretty much everyone you come across is a real person with their own story, and you don't feel like you're going through a scripted storyline like you would with NPCs. Every break-in, every police raid, every street battle, it's all real, and nobody can predict what will happen next. Just recently, the guys over at grandrp also released a global update with new family events, new cars, and several quality of life improvements to the UI, so if you're looking to join the world of GTA RP, now is an excellent time. Better yet, bring some friends with you, because grandrp is even better when you share it with your friends. Our next server at number 2 is going to be Civilized Roleplay, which is a server centered around the cops and robbers theme, so they have an extremely realistic dispatch mechanic, as well as police cars that are modeled after their real-life counterparts. Things like tasers, spike strips, and radio messages are also tuned to be as close as possible to the real thing, and while there's a formal application process, it's completely free and fairly straightforward. You can apply to join the Blaine County Sheriff's Office, the Los Santos PD, or you can be a part of the cleanup crew by joining the fire department. And if you're among the criminally inclined, you can also join gangs in the server, because what would cops be without people to chase after and put in handcuffs, right? The vehicle handling and customization system isn't really anything spectacular here, and while there are plenty of custom scripts, I'd put this server in the semi-serious category, meaning it's perfect for casual role players out there and just all around people who want to get into the action fast without grinding for ranks and jobs first. For those who want a more action-oriented experience, you might want to check out Designer Gas Club Gaming, Gaming, which is going to be the third server on my list. This is also a free server like grandrp, but it runs on 5M rather than Rage MP, and it has a whitelisting process before you join, so you can't just hop in right after making an account. You have to first fill out a form with your roleplay goals and credentials, after which the moderators will check to see if there's a role available for you, and if you get accepted, Designer Gas Club is sure to impress you with its massive collection of custom scripts, huge variety in vehicle types, and extensive array of weapon customization options. You can tell that this community is driven server first and foremost because they don't shove any microtransactions or paid membership tiers in your face, and they don't tolerate any form of bullying, harassment, or drama. DGC is purely for role players out there who like to collaborate and create awesome stories together, and you're encouraged to treat everyone with respect over here. I also really love the way the UI is structured, and I think it's one of the best looking RP servers out there, just purely from a graphical standpoint. As is the case with a lot of top tier GTA RP servers out there, on this one you also have a wide array of jobs as well as extrajudicial money making options. You can be a garbage man, a food truck owner, or even a gang member, and it really all depends on the character that you choose to play and the opportunities presented to you as the story unfolds. All things considered, Designer Gas Club gets a strong recommendation from me, and it's perfect for those of you out there who are interested in serious RP and don't mind going through a whitelisting process first. For number 4, we're pulling out the time machine and traveling back in time for some prime nostalgia, because the next server on my list is called the 90s Roleplay, and you won't find any iPhones or social media here. Instead, those have been replaced by payphones and newspapers, which might be a good thing if you think about it, because that means the 90s RP prioritizes authenticity and fun over grinding, which makes it perfect for people who like to sit back, relax, and take things at a slower pace. Now, I know a lot of you watching this video might have grown up in the 90s, and if you remember, this was the decade that gave birth to hip-hop culture, 3D gaming, as well as the internet, and so much more. And the 90s RP tries to emulate this vibe with its clothing, weapons, and vehicle choices. The map is a modified version of Liberty City, which already makes it stand out from 99% of RP servers out there. And the music you hear on the radios is a collection of the most popular grunge and pop soundtracks from that era, which is also a welcome change from the more modern stuff. And possibly one of my favorite features of this server is the way it portrays popular consumer electronics of that era. We've got CDs, portable cassette players, car radios, and camcorders as well. And yes, these even have pagers, which means you can let your friends know when and where to meet up for an old-fashioned LAN party. You can even walk into internet cafes and use the old beige-colored PCs in there with dial-up internet, and if you notice something missing, you can always ask the developers to add it to the game in a future update. The 90s RP is classified as a slow burn server by the creators, meaning you create your own story at your own pace and soak in the atmosphere instead of speedrunning to see who can make the most money at the fastest rate possible. It's chill, there's no grind, and it's free, which makes it a worthy addition to this list. Last but not least, we've got 17th Street RP, and while this one isn't really as popular as grandrp, meaning you won't find more than a few hundred players online at any given time, it does have a level of detail and storytelling that's hardly matched by other 5M servers out there. Every job makes you feel involved as you manually guide your character through individual actions, and there's also a risk-reward balance that encourages serious role-playing over money grinding. As a small example, if you work as a mechanic in 17th Street RP, you don't just press E to fix the engine. You have to source parts, arrange inventory, interact with customers to find out what's wrong with the vehicle, do a full inspection and checkup, and deliver a level of service that makes your clients happy. The same goes for basically every other job in the game. From farming to flipping burgers, there's really no shortcuts in 17th Street RP, and you do have to put in the legwork if you want the full role-playing experience. That's not to say you'll be a customer service guy for the entirety of your duration on this server, because it also has gangs, heists, large-scale businesses, and everything else in between that you've come to expect in a GTA RP server. The best thing about each criminal mission on this server is that these are often handcrafted to ensure a challenging but enjoyable experience that will reward teamwork and tactics over simply just brute force. You could also be a cop or get into an EMS job if you want to help out injured role players and bring them to the hospital. No matter which career path you choose, you will be compensated with a decent wage, and there's also plenty of upward mobility, so you won't be stuck with something that you don't like. Overall, 17th Street RP is a semi-serious but fun RP experience with tons of customization options and a focus on quality over quantity. And there you have it. Those are going to be my top 5 GTA RP servers that have a perfect blend of fun and realism. And if you're tired of the same old content, tired of power-hungry mods and other RP servers, or if you just want to try something new with a group of teammates who take role-playing seriously, you honestly can't go wrong with any of these. I'm also open to suggestions from you guys on which RP server I should cover next, so if you have a good experience with any particular server or community, then let me know down in the comments comments, and maybe I'll include it in my next RP video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next GTA RP video. Adios, amigos.